Hi friends and welcome to this part 3 of Postman tutorial series. So in last part we see how we can install Postman on our laptop. So in this part we will get familiar with the Postman UI. So I have opened my Postman application and this is the home page of Postman application. So you can see you have different options for workspaces, integrations. Then there are some ready to use options here. You also see the recent workspaces that you have worked in past. So my workspace is the basic or default workspace that is created when you launch Postman for the first time. So at this moment I am gonna keep it I'm going to use the same. So once I click on that particular workspace, it takes me to this particular UI. So if you can see here, this is the place wherein we can create our request, and on top of that we have 4 tabs. File is the one wherein we can create a new tab of. Here we can import or we can close any particular tab. Then we have edit wherein we can do the copy paste of it. Then for zooming in, zooming out, and toggle sidebar, we have this option. So if I click on this toggle sidebar, then the sidebar is now gets hidden, and if I click on this again toggle sidebar, I can see this sidebar. So this is particularly important if you are working on the machine which has a small screen size. And lastly we have this help option available, wherein we have the github documentation, then the web documentation for Postman, Twitter, and the other supports. You can also check for the latest updates by this particular tab. Then moving here, we have options for reports. Explore workspace is the place where we currently are. If you want to switch between different workplaces, you can do it here. You can create new workspace by clicking onto here. So let me create one workspace, which is I'll call this as employees. So this workspace is created, and now you can see that I am now logged in into that particular workspace. If I want to go back to the previous workspace, I can again click on this workspace tab, and there I can switch between the different workspaces available. So workspace, you can consider that it is something you can say that which belongs to different projects. If you are working on different projects with different clients, then you can create a separate workspace for each of those clients, so that your test case and everything would be separated from each other. So let me switch back to this my workspace, which was the previous first one. Then here we get the options to create our actual request that we are going to send to HTTP servers. Then you have a button here using which you can keep your Postman in sync with whatever is there on Postman cloud. So in case if you are working on different machines, then before you start your work, best option is that you can click on this in sync button. Then you can also invite your friends into or your colleagues into participate in the same team. And then we have settings button, using which we can change different settings. Then you can see the notifications here. If you want to change anything on your profile or in your account setting, then you can do it by this tab. You also have the option wherein you can upgrade your plan. So currently we are onto default plan, and default plan has some limitations to it. In case you want to upgrade to a paid plan, you can do it, and accordingly you can see billing and the other things available. Then we have here 2 options, which is for the code. We will get back to this code part a bit later. And here we have an environment quick look wherein we can create different environments. What are environments and why we need to create them, we are going to see it in our next sections. On the bottom side, we have few options available here. The first one is kind of again points to documentation, other things. Then we also have option to switch from single pane to 2-pane view. So let me close this code snippet part. Yeah, so when you click on this single pane view, then you get to see this request here and response in below tab. But when you change it to this kind of a prompt, now you can see that you have a separate window or a separate pane for now response, and request is in separate pane. So that is how you can toggle between these two different options available here. Then you also have the options of find and replace, and lastly again you can hide this sidebar from here. You have option to search in Postman. So if you want to search any particular word, then you can search it in different workspaces. You can search them in collections, APIs, or teams, or if you want you can search that particular word in all the things that you have in your Postman setup. So this was the quick introduction about the UI features that are available in Postman. Once you open the Postman app on your machine, you can go through the different tabs here to understand what they do. And in the next section, we will create our first request in Postman. So thank you for watching this video, and do like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.